Happy New Year.
Hello, Happy New Year. How you doing?
Happy New Year.
You have an interesting perspective. I know your story, so you have an interesting perspective on all of this. This is my
Well,
former apartment mate. But how you been? What you want to
well,
add to the
I've
conversation?
been I've been good. I've been good. Having a baby is like life changing.
This is a new daddy. She's how old? She's like
Yes,
6 months now.
7 months.
These kids are getting big. This is the
Yeah,
daddy in
he's they
So,
town.
grow up.
what's
They
your
grow up so
background?
fast.
How do you know Pascal?
We
We
used to
used to
live in
live
the
in
same apartment.
and his wife is African American. I've met her,
Uh-huh.
so he's
I
the
can, I
perfect
can tell.
person.
That's why he's standing up for them.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I have lots of experience when it comes to dealing with them.
Mhm.
So yeah,
So
that's
yes,
why I said. That's why I said when it comes to like African American women, the kind of love they show Nigerian men of black like is top notch, you know, compared to all the Nigerian ladies I dealt with prior to me moving here. Like for me, most Nigerian girls, their love is transactional.
My all
Wait,
my
Yes.
guy friends say this, Pastor. All
hold on.
my guy friends say
Hold on.
this.
Are you talking about the girls you dated in Nigeria or in
Yeah,
America?
Nigeria.
The Nigerian girls I dated in Nigeria.
Yeah, it's not. That's apples and oranges. You can't
Yes.
compare that to dating a Nigerian girl in America.
Well,
But that's
and
the
then
difference.
also the Nigerian girls here have a little different mindset compared to the African American ladies here as well.
How so?
I wouldn't say their love is transactional, but they give a little bit more than their Black American counterparts.
What you mean?
But yeah, but they have a little they have better orientation than the ones back home.
The ones like
So
us, we
it's
have better
just
orientation. Yes.
yeah, so it's just like let's say there is um they're like let me say you know how you cook a steak and like well done, medium, and not well done. Nigerian girls back home, they're not
Mhm.
well done. And Nigerian girls here are the medium done, while the American ladies are the well done.
So what is be specific? What is the difference? Because I feel like me personally, we may be biased because we're first gen. So we
Yeah,
see it from both sides. We know, we go to Nigeria, understand they're very transactional, but like someone commented, the environment is different there, right? Men are sole providers on average. They're
yeah,
expected to do a lot. So the way women also are raised to love and treat men is going to be very different. Versus you're coming to a developed country where a man has never paid my rent. You know where we
yeah,
live. You know where I used to. You know where I live. You know rent is not cheap. A man has
yeah,
never paid my rent. I'm saying it. I'm not. I'm not 22. I'm not 24. I'm not 29. And I don't expect it because of the culture. I
yeah.
know, looking the way I look, thanks to my mother and father, it's not me and God. If I was in Nigeria, I don't think a man would have never paid my rent. I don't think so. I at least contribute half to it because that's the environment. That's the expectation. If I ask these men to pay my rent, they're going to run away. They can't even pay their own rent. It's expensive. So I
Yeah.
think that that's also, we're all products of our environment. I think it's very different. What I can see you saying in terms of when you talk about the medium, how you're comparing the steak to the well done, is the fact that I still feel as if even though we're first gen, we're Nigerian American, we still, when it comes to dating expectations, I could say could be a bit. I said it like our standards are high when it comes to dating relationships. So I can understand maybe someone who just came, like someone trying to get themselves together.
Most
The
Nigerian girls
wow,
don't want that type of guy.
yes, most Nigerian girls, especially at a certain age, even the Americanized ones, they may be reluctant to really build with a guy at that level.
Exactly.
They're already a nurse. They already have their career. They're already making small money. They're not. They may be a little
So
apprehensive.
yeah, so let me use myself as an instance. I don't like say speaking out of experience. So when I met my wife, I met her online by the way. I
Oh
was still in
wow.
shift. Yeah, I was in Shiftport then, getting my masters. So we met online. Then I was still doing my masters. Then she was already a medical doctor practicing.
His
Before
wife
her,
a matrix. She a boss.
yeah. So before I met her, I've met other ladies, both Nigerian and Black American. With different experiences. Now, with her, she didn't mind that I was still in school, getting my master's, even though I was working, as a Nigerian guy, I was hustling, while still in school and all that. But she didn't mind that, obviously at that point, she was already like settled in her career and thriving while I was still finishing my second degree in Shreveport. That wasn't a factor to her. What mattered to her was that, hey, I was doing something presently, and I had a vision and I had somewhere I was going to. Meanwhile, the few Nigerian ladies I met during that period, the moment I tell them that, I'm still in school, that's like, oh, alarm, red flag everywhere. They wouldn't even want to entertain me because to them, like, okay, maybe I'll probably be a student for the rest of my life. You understand? So she saw beyond. So she
No,
saw
I understand I know what he's saying. I understand what he's
yeah,
saying.
so she saw beyond the fact that I was a student at that point, and know that yes, I'm gonna finish my school one day. I'm gonna get a job one day. Then beyond all of that, she was able to see the man. Like she was able to get to know me and see that hey, yeah, this guy is a red gem. I'm proud of that. You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
Asia.
this
Oh
guy is
yeah.
and I may not have like the finances to give like to give her at that point in time, but that is something that was definitely going to come. Cause like coming here for my second degree, I work hard. I know what I was able to do while still in school. When I came to the US, I bought my first car after like 4 months of being here, and I paid like full just by working, normal hustling and all that, So I know that I wasn't lazy, and she was able to see that, and she made she stayed with me, and it's all worked out. I've graduated, I'm working, we have a beautiful house, beautiful family, you know, we are thriving together. But then most Nigerian ladies at that point, whether Nigerian or Nigerian American at that point, will probably, or most of them I met, didn't see beyond Pascal as a student. You
Okay, let's
understand?
let's get into the details. So the American, like your wife, compared to the Nigerian American women, were they around the same age that you were dating?
Yeah,
So I think this is also we talk about the culture difference, right? So I think that because Nigerian women are conditioned to want to get married and marry maybe earlier, in my personal opinion, there's more pressure than like the average American woman, Black American woman, because of where we're coming from. I think that is why a lot of us are not as willing to build with a man, especially at a certain age, right? Because you're doing timeline. You're like, okay, I'm this age now, I'm 28. He's going to take how many years to finish school? By the time he finishes school, by the time he gets a job, and of course, someone can, devil's advocate could be like, okay, you could do all those years pass by and you're by yourself, right? So everything in life is a risk, right?
yeah,
Everything is a risk because your wife could have also risked that and it didn't work out for her. She's lucky it worked out for her and she was with a
yeah,
good guy. But there's many women who will come and tell their story and they did what they did with a
And
Nigerian man. It
the
didn't
man
work out.
used them and disappeared.
yeah.
Right.
But then
So
that was because she was able to want to get to meet the man and know me. The difference is that the American ladies won't even want to get to know you. Once you tell them, like, give them your demographics, they're like, oh no, no, it can't work out because they are this, because they're student. But she was able to like see beyond all of that and like, okay, let me get to meet this person and know him for who he like, try to get to know his personality and what he has to offer. But that's the difference between the American typical or average Nigerian lady. They won't even want to see beyond those temporary circumstance that you are in. So that's the difference.
When you met her, and how long had you been in America for?
I've been in America for like a year and 6 months.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you were fresh.
It's
oh
not
yeah.
fresh.
You
She
were
was
fresh at
she
that
was
point. So people,
fresh.
I'm gonna be honest. I think one thing a lot of women are also thinking: does he just need a green card? Does he just need a green? Let's be honest. It's a conversation people don't want to have because
Yes,
back.
and some told me like like verbatim like hey no they can't date an F1 student like somebody on F1 visa. Some will tell you like openly. So but for me, like everybody has their story, Apart from those who probably their ancestors came here as slaves, most Black Americans came here as students or whatever, and then build their, had families and all that. So that somebody's on an F1 visa now doesn't mean that they're probably gonna remain there. And let's be realistic. I have so many of my friends as well who were in school together with, and they've graduated. Not all of them married Black American women. You can they are still here with other visa categories. So to them, most of them think like, as a student, the only way you can stay back here is getting married to a citizen. But that's not the truth. If I hadn't married her, there are still other options for me to like stay back here legally, the other visa categories. But many of them, because of maybe lack of information or, yes, I give them the credit as well. There are many bad stories of Nigerian men using ladies. So, somehow I don't judge them, but, for me, I try to judge everybody as an individual case rather than allowing my bias of what the society thinks about this group of people to like blind me. I like to like, get to know you and, discover you for myself.
Okay, so
Well,
before we
that's
wrap up, the
fair.
only thing I want to say, I see what you. I have guy friends who say the same thing about Nigerian girls. I'm not gonna lie, it's a common thread, and I think a lot of Nigerian girls are caught up in status. But I feel like American girls don't have to worry about status as much because they're men. They're men usually. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
See my American Nigerian wife. She can say hi to them. You see him?
gosh. So, okay,
Oh,
before we wrap up, my question, why do you think a lot of Nigerian women don't marry Black American men?
okay. I would have said let her answer, but she's not Nigerian. Well, first of all, Black American men are not um, as family oriented as we are. Their idea of family and ours is quite different. So many of them would prefer to just date you for years, not be like in a proper marriage situation. They will be like, let's be girlfriend and boyfriend for like 10 years, and then time is going for the lady. So yeah, I
Listen,
think
man, and that's
many of them
all
are
of
afraid of the idea of marriage.
yeah, yep. They're not as comfortable with it. Even the
Yeah.
Nigerian man who has $5 looking to take $4 to go get married. Like it's just the cultural thing. Like it's like you need to
Yeah.
have family, you need to have legacy, you need to have a woman, one like even we can question the other stuff that still go on, and that's what they'll use to try and defend. Well, how about if they want to get married, but they're still not doing it the right way? That's another conversation. But
Mhm.
overall, I just feel like our culture just emphasizes marriage more. So I think
Yeah.
that is definitely a reason why. I don't, like I said, I don't think it's that American men don't want to date Nigerian women. I think it's more of Nigerian women don't want to date American men. I feel like it's
Yeah.
more like we don't like we. It's not a preference. Like it's more of a preference thing. Like no, mm-mm. But all of them are not like that. There's a lot of marriage-minded American men. It's just about coming into contact with them. But thank you so much for joining, Pastor.
All right. Thank you. I had fun. Bye.
Thank
Bye. Thank
you. Bye.
you. Bye. Oh,
Baby,
that
so
was
cute. I actually, oh, I'm about to story. I went to the baby shower and I won the game. I was the winner. I wish I had that videos on my phone. I was a winner of one game we were playing. It was like mad people. You have to stand over and like grab like something, and it was like 10 of us, and I was the one that won, and I won a gift card. So yeah, I was there when that baby was in the stomach. But yeah, so cute, so cute. Let's
I
go through
want
these
to
comments.
baby.
All right, yeah,
Maybe
start building.
I get a student. I want a baby. I'm about to go to let's go UNC Charlotte, go study in the library. Oh, the student. Yeah, the baby's
Oh.
yeah, I get what he's saying. I'm not gonna lie because because I don't think like that, I'm not gonna say other people don't think like that. So
And you mentioned the status part. Our culture is very big on status.